Hello, this is Bava, back for round 2 of the Pauper Daily, playing Hexchant. And we're playing against Skater 16. Skater 16 is playing Delver. Okay. We need to get a creature on the board. As quickly as we can. And we need a creature on the board with Hexproof. This is not a good hand. We're going to mull this. No good. So we can get a guy down. We can get 3 guys down. And he can start countering stuff. But at least we can get a Hexproof guy on the board. There's a bear. Oh, good. Alright. We want white, please. And now we're racing. And so we did exactly what we need to do against Delver, which is establish our board presence before he can start controlling us. He can still race us, and that's his best strategy now. Since we only have 1 card in hand. Obviously, I'm not casting an Aura Gnarlid into open mana. I might try and draw it out with the Glade Cover Scout. The question is, do I want to attack with both? Trade for the Cloud of Fairies. Do we? We've got boatloads of creatures. I only need the 1. Okay. Spellstutter Sprite. Obviously couldn't have sprited the Gnarlid, but I would have expected the hard counter for the Gnarlid. Ninja. Of course, we also have to watch out for Gush, even if he taps out Ponder. He gets his land for counter magic. He counters the Vogel. It's fine. Gnarly comes in as a 4/4, and he's essentially unblockable. He doesn't have Hexproof, so he's bounceable. But Spire Golem can shut down our Bogle. Ah. So I think we go for the Gnarlid. Let's use a hard counter for that. Next turn, I'll go for the Armadillo Cloak, which will also require a hard counter. Which he's used 2 of. He's looking for another one. What does he have? So he's got 4 counter spells. He's also got 2 days. And of course the 4 sprites. Huh, alright. There's a Delver. And so we drew out his counter spells appropriately in this case by getting him to counter the Gnarlid so that we could stick the Armadillo Cloak. Because he's going to have a really hard time dealing with that now. So, and I was re-listening to New Plan talking about Delver in Pauper to the People. What episode was that? It's the recent episode. What is it? No, not Pauper to the People. Pauper's Cage. There we go. Yep. Pauper's Cage, episode 22, Mono Blue Delver. Dime Collector talks to New Plan about Pauper, and he does cover this matchup, which is helpful for me. I just listened to that yesterday. And New Plan says, the best things for Delver to counter, if they can't stop you from getting a creature on the board in the first place, they want to counter Armadillo Cloak, and they want to counter Rancor, because you really want to stop your opponent from getting trample. So we flipped that, and we let him counter the other things, and we got our trample. So that's going to be really hard for him to deal with. It's really going to be impossible for him to deal with. He lost, but he just doesn't want to admit it. Okay. Oh. Does he want to counter a Utopia Sprawl? The only thing this really does, I don't mind if he counters it, gives the Bogle +1/+1. There, he's got another counter for it. I don't know if I would have done that, but I guess it doesn't matter. I feel like to get 3 of your hard counters in your top 16's pretty good. He did ponder, so I don't remember if he shuffled or not. obviously he can stay alive here. He can't kill my guy. So, alright. Delver to the front, please. And then who do we want to kill? I think then we'll kill the Golem for now. We're not getting any damage through anyway. So we'll do it like that. Maybe he forgot about first strike. I don't know. But my guy's only going to take 3. So, I think maybe he thought that was going to work. But that makes me think he did. So what does he have in his board that we have to worry about? Alright. He's got 2 Echoing Truth in his board. Huh, he's got 3 Curse of the Bloody Tome in his board. We don't need to worry about arrows. There's no reason for him to bring in Geist. He could mill us, that would be weird. Echoing Truth could bounce stuff. Okay, so the other thing New Plan said is everyone should have a plan against Delver. I don't actually know what Hexproof does against Delver. We don't need our Standard Bearers, we don't need our Moment's Peace, and we don't need our Lush Growth. Maybe we want Lush Growth over Gnarlids, but I don't think so. So I think we just keep what we have. Our plan's still good, our plan's still the same. Get a creature on the board before he can stop us. Which means that days could suck. Okay. So we'll keep this. And we will actually sprawl first with the idea that we can get 2 Bogles after that. We have to choose green, though. Vitality Charm's not very good in this matchup. We can use it to kill bears. And we we can use it to give our guys trample. So he has a gush, no biggie. He's putting pressure on us. But he's stuck on land. Okay. And I wonder if we don't want a 3/3 Gnarlid. The problem is, of course, he can bounce an Gnarlid. So I think we want our Hexproof guys more than we want that Gnarlid. Even though that Gnarlid gets hard to block when he gets big. But he could, if we stack up on the Gnarlid, he can bounce him with the snap. And that sucks for us. Alright, so he's not flipping his other Delver. He did get his second land drop, and he is swinging for 4. I want to draw him into countering something. So we'll do it. We'll do it like this. Alright. Fairies. So Delver works perfectly at 2 mana. That's all they need. And now he's going to sit there. These damn fairies. Alright. And we need to draw out counters. Spell Setter Sprite is not enough for this. We need a hard counter spell. Maybe he brought in his Deprive. So sometimes I wonder if that little tappy jig isn't a counter bluff. Or maybe he thought Spell Setter Sprites would get him there. Probably. Alright, so our racing is not going to work for us. Unless we stick an enchantment. Alright, so that guy's a 4/4. We will swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. question is, he's got 8 sprites. We've only seen 1 sprite. He's got 7. If you put in the deprived, that's 8 cards. Still, that could counter this Ancestral Mask. So it's just going to sit right there. I hope he makes a mistake, but we might go to game 3. What we need, of course, is an Ethereal Armor. I feel like that's always the card we need. That's so good. That makes me happy. Alright. So obviously I'm going to put the Ethereal Armor on a Hexproof guy. Blade Cover Scout. Where's the white? He either has to counter that, or he's going to have to snap the Gnarlid. But then we'll play Ancestral Mask after this before our attack, because then he'll either have to counter that, or he'll have to snap the Gnarlid. But I think that we can win right here. I don't think he can actually do enough. Okay, so he can play a Sprite, so now he has a blocker. Okay. But Ancestral Mask on the Gnarlid will make him unblockable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's going to be 1 off from being enough, isn't it? We're going to do 10 damage to him. Alright. Nope, it's enough. Alright, because the Gnarlid also gets a +1. Ah, wow. So that's just enough. And he doesn't chat, he just leaves. Alright, so we beat Delver in 2 with really close games. We just managed... well, we managed to get board presence before he could stop us both times. And that worked out just fine for us. So again, this is Bava. This is the Pauper Daily for MagicGatheringStrat on YouTube and mtgostrat.com. Also check us out on Facebook, MagicGatheringStrat. We are 1-1. We can still keep the 3-1 dream alive, so wish us luck. Stay tuned.